What up? It's the Ambassador back on this thing, and I'm about to hit y'all with another story time about the time that your boy landed three, not one, not two, but three background roles on three different Hulu projects. And they're currently on Hulu right now, I believe. But anyway, without further ado, y'all like, comment, subscribe below, and grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, grab your lemonade, grab whatever you gotta get to be busy, stay entertained, I guess. Anyway, let's get to the story time. Now, before I start this video, I just want to apologize for the long wait. You know, I've been having a bunch of personal stuff in the way, I just been busy at my job, you know, just a bunch of obstacles, man. But best believe I'm getting more consistent with this YouTube thing, putting out more content for you guys to enjoy. So y'all be patient with me. I appreciate everybody that waited, that understands, you know what I mean? Because man, life just been lifing. If you know, you know. But without further ado, let's get started with the story time. So before I start this story, I just want to give a quick shout out to my boy Boogie, because he's the one that actually put me on to this acting thing. Now, for those that were unaware about me or whatever, or this fact about me, I guess you could say, man, I've always had a history with wanting to be an actor. So you know how like when you were a kid, they ask you like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a firefighter, a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse practitioner? Man, I didn't choose none of that. I always said I always wanted to get into like entertainment. You know, I've always wanted to be like an actor or a musician or something in that sort. Because when I was in elementary school, you know, I used to love art class. I was never in any like acting schools or drama classes or nothing like that. But I've always wanted to be an actor. You know, I was a big like entertainment guy, you know, like I'm shy, I'm introverted, but I got an entertaining side to me, and there's plenty of people I grew up with, went to school with, that could say the same thing. You know, they always be like, oh, you funny, this, that, and the third, but I'm not funny, I just be saying shit. Anyway, so it was one day back in, I want to say like August of 2019, and I was with my boy Boogie. Shout out to Boogie once again. We was at the mall just chilling, you know. I don't remember exactly what we was doing. And I know prior to this conversation, I know actually another friend of mine at the time, there was these two guys that came up to me and my homeboy in the mall, and he was like, you know, approaching us with some pieces of paper and saying, you know, something about a movie that they're filming. Now, I thought it was a scam. I didn't know how to react to it, whatever. Me and my boy thought it was a scam. We were like, that's cap, you know what I'm saying? But turns out they were shooting a movie that had Pete Davidson in it. Little did I know. But I couldn't be in the movie at the time because I was working so much, you know. Of course, I hate capitalism. So my boy, he actually put me on with this casting company. It's Annie Delano Casting LLC, I believe that was the name. So I went on the website, whatever, put in my information, applied for it, you know, just for the background role. I think maybe a few weeks later, I got an email, you know, saying to, you know, just for invitations for this movie that they were shooting called The Binge. I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know who was going to be in it. You know, all I knew was just, you know, I got offered a background role, so I took it. You know, I had the time back then. I wasn't working at that time, I don't think. I think I was unemployed at that moment. But I took that role. And mind you, that was in August when I applied for the background shit. Excuse my French. But then September came. That's when we started shooting. So I forgot what day it was. I was dating this girl at the time. I remember going to visit her in college one day. I think I went to the movie set after that or something like that. So we shot the movie at this old high school or whatever in my hometown in Syracuse, New York. And it was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? They supplied us with like wardrobe and stuff. So if we brought our own stuff and it didn't meet the criteria of like what that character should wear, then they would just supply us, you know, like a backup flannel or jeans and, you know, stuff like that. So I would pull up in like Chucks, well, Converses for those who don't know, jeans, a flannel with a little not tank top, a white tee or black tee under it, you know, like just basically trying to, and basically I'm like zigzagging all over the place with the movie. It's kind of like a teenage high school movie pretty much. So at that time I was about 19 going on 20. I was turning 20 that December. And so basically I just had to look, you know, like I was still in high school. So I just had to wear, you know, the apparel to match the theme of the movie. You know what I'm saying? The theme of the background character or whatever. So that was just in September. You know, that was just one day. And then October came. I was shooting for like, I probably shot for at least 4 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? I want to say the most fun time at that time when we were shooting. And by the way, honorable mention, Vince Vaughn was in that movie. The comedian Affion Crockett, he was in the movie. I believe the comedian Godfrey was in the movie. For those who don't know who Godfrey is, he's a comedian. He was in Soul Plane, a bunch of others. Affion Crockett is another well-known comedian. And everybody know who Vince Vaughn is. So yeah, those three guys were in the movie. I'm trying to think. There was like other people, like plenty of other people that were in the movie. So it was pretty cool, man. You know, and we shot this one scene. It was like a party scene. By the way, go check out The Binge. It's on Hulu. It was a party scene where they had like a bunch of, they weren't real drugs. They were props, but they had like mushrooms and LSD and crack and all type of stuff. So I remember we shot this scene. At that time I was growing my hair out. You know what I'm saying? I had a little short premature fro. So I was growing my hair out. There's this one particular scene I'll never forget. I had the afro pick in my hair and I had like a little fake cigarette in my hand or a fake blunt or something like that. And then I might have had a cup of fake beer or something in one hand. So anyway, this girl I went to school with actually was in the movie. I was actually right behind her just dancing. So there's this one scene where Vince Vaughn is kind of like next to me. I remember we did a bunch of takes, and I remember this one take Vince Vaughn actually grabbed my afro pick out my hair and like threw it on the ground. I was like, oh shit, Vince Vaughn grabbed my damn afro pick. That's crazy. So it was an experience, man. And then to make a long story short, you know, that movie ended up coming out. We shot that movie September and October of 2019. It came out August of 2020. So if you got access to Hulu or you know anyone that got access, go check that out. Me personally, I don't want to give my actual opinion on the movie because I don't want to sound like I'm hating. But, you know, shout out to everybody involved in that movie, you know, and shout out to Boogie for putting me on with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was fun. Then there was another movie. The second movie I did was The Ultimate Playlist of Noise. And with that movie, I don't want to get into the plot and all that. It was confusing. But basically, I shot that movie for 2 days too. The first day I shot it, it was November of 2019. I will never forget. We was out there. I think I woke up at like 6 in the morning because I had to take an Uber to the shoot, to the set. And I remember that morning, this was probably around like 10:30 or 11, it started snowing. So we were on set for literally like 2 hours. And next thing you know, it starts like little flurries is coming down. So we had to cancel the shoot because, you know, the snow started coming down. So everybody just got sent home. But the next time I came back to shoot was the following month, December. I had on a purple, I'll never forget, I had a purple Old Navy cardigan on. I had a purple cardigan on, some jeans, my Chucks. It was one scene I did in that movie where I think the main character, the dude or the female, one of those people, they were in a classroom like writing or thinking about something. And you could see me in the back. If you watch the movie, you could see me in the back. By then my hair was growing. You could see me in the back like with, you know, just writing down something in my notes, you know, fake acting. So that was the end of that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think we shot any more scenes from that movie ever since. And then the last and final movie, I mean, there was other movies I could have did with the same company, but the last and final movie that I did with the company was it was this movie called Sex Appeal. And I'm definitely seen in that movie. At that time, I had the 2-strand twist going on, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool, man. I was in the scene with this one girl. I was holding her hand. I was in like this. My background role. Mind you, I didn't get any credits in the movie. Like my name isn't in the credits or anything like that. It was just all background, but I still got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? I was holding this one girl's hand. I was supposed to be like a high school jock, you know, with the jackets. So I was wearing the jackets, you know, holding this girl's hand, pretending to be her date or her boyfriend or something like that. And just, you know, casually walking through the hall. So I think we shot that movie for a few days. Or maybe I might did 2 days. I don't know. We did a couple days. We shot that movie back in like March of 2021. And the movie came out January of 2022. So in that movie, like I said, I don't want to get into the plot and everything because I didn't agree with it. So long story short, the first day I shot, I was wearing the jock jacket in one scene. There's another scene we did. I'm actually in 3 scenes in that movie now I think about it, or maybe 4. Then we did a art scene, like in an art shop or a wood shop or whatever. I'm in the background. You can't see my face, but you can see the back of my noggin. I'm in the background with an apron on, just painting something. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody next to me. There was another scene when I had a red flannel on, blue jeans. I was just walking around the hallway. And then the last scene that we did, we was in this auditorium where no, my fault. We was in the gym, you know, doing this little prom scene or whatever. So I think at that time I had took my twists out because I was getting ready to cut my hair at that time, and I just had, you know, my hair like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? It was just a little bit more frizzy back then, and we was just it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I remember that night we was on the set. I was out there till damn near midnight, bro. I was ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I had a fun time on all 3 of the movie sets, especially the binge. The binge had to been my favorite, just because it was before COVID. You know what I'm saying? And 2, you know, just being in the same presence as Vince Vaughn right next to me. And matter of fact, the scene that I was talking about, one of the takes we did where Vince Vaughn allegedly took out my Afro pick and threw it on the ground, they didn't put that part in the movie. Instead, there's the part Vince Vaughn kind of glanced at me, but Vince Vaughn was just walking past me and, you know, looking for his daughter. It's a long story. You gotta watch the movie for yourself. And if you see me in the movie scene, there you go. But anyway, that's all of my experiences with all 3 of those background movies. The Binge, The Ultimate Playlist of Noise is the second one, and the third one is Sex Appeal. They're all out on Hulu. I think they should still be on there. Go check them out if you can. If you don't want to, it's all good. I understand. But I'm just saying, I only watched the movies just to see my face, and that was it. So I guess you could say I'm conceited. But anyway, I just want to thank all you guys for your support, for waiting on me, being patient with me. You know, I understand, you know, I haven't been as consistent with YouTube. I've definitely been consistent with TikTok. If you don't follow me already, check out my TikTok. You know what I'm saying? The link is in the bio, in the description and everything. You know, shout out to my cousin Dev. I'm shooting off a Sony camera right now, 4K. You know, shout out to Dev. Shout out to Boogie for putting me on once again. I'm shouting out everybody. Shout out to everybody, all the cast and crew that I was involved with in all 3 of those projects. I had a great time, especially with the first movie. That was one of, you know, the most fun times of my life, and it was definitely an accomplishment, man, because I can definitely say ever since I was a kid, you know, I've always wanted to be on camera. You know, I've always wanted to do something involving the camera. I've always wanted to be in a movie. I've always wanted to be on TV. I've always wanted to maybe even be on YouTube. You know, that counts, because I just always wanted to show people like that entertaining side of me, you know, and now that I'm older and I have the resources and the knowledge and everything, and, you know, I'm giving you guys this content that you've been waiting on, shoot, I can't be even happier, bro. And I'm just blessed. I thank God and I thank everybody for, you know, just supporting me and, you know, being there for me. I'm just grateful, man. I'm blessed. Once again, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boys, Dev, Boogie, you know what I'm saying, the inspiration. So I just want to let y'all know that I got more videos, more content on the way. Go check out my TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. I got some music coming, you know what I mean, some underground stuff. Go ahead and follow me on SoundCloud too, man. I'm about to start dropping. They talking about the rap game dead. That's because I don't be putting my stuff out there like that. But if I do, I could probably revive rap, maybe. But I'm more so like a beat maker, producer type of guy. But I got bars too, you know. But anyway, y'all stay blessed, man. Be healthy, be happy. 2024 is right around the corner. We're gonna make this a great year for sure. And stay busy, man. Stay working, stay consistent. Any last words before? No, ain't no last words. I'm out of here.